Hey guys, Alyssa Beauty here, and today I filmed my go-to intensive foundation look. This is not my every single day foundation look day to day, but this is what I do when I want my makeup to last for hours and look dewy and pretty and glowy, especially because summer is coming up. You're going to want something that's going to be lasting forever and looking natural and pretty, well, as natural as makeup can look, you know. And yeah, so if you like this video, please keep watching if you want to see how I get my airbrush foundation look day to day, whatever. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe before you leave, and we'll hop right into this video. Alright guys, so starting off this video, I know I look a little strange with just eyeshadow on, but it's okay. So I'm going to start off with primer first. This has been my go-to primer for about 2-3 months maybe now. About 2-3 months. This is the J1 Jelly Pack Primer. It has dramatic firming skin with improved elasticity and pore smoothing. And I think this is a Korean brand. There's like 50 milliliters in here. And I want to say this was like about $38, so it's kind of on the pricier side, but I love it. It's almost like a syrupy consistency. When you put it on your face, it's like very sticky. And that's why I love it, especially like with summer coming up. It's gonna be like hot, it's gonna be sweaty, and I want something that is going to make my makeup stick to my face and not move around. And this to me is gonna do that. So after I put this on, I like to pat my face like this because it makes it tackier. So this might be weird if you're just sitting there by yourself patting your face, but makes your primer tackier, so it's important. Next for foundation. This has honestly been my go-to foundation since December. I think I got this. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation up to 24 hours, and this is in the shade Classic Ivory. I'm not sure about 24 hours. You really should not be wearing your makeup for 24 hours, but this is actually a new bottle. I haven't even used this one before. This is a little pump, and that's awesome. The bottle is glass. It's about $10.99 maybe, so not that expensive. And yeah, and then for summer, I mean, people are always confused about, oh my gosh, like what kind of shade do I use when I'm tan? Well, for summer when I'm tan or when I'm self-tanning, I will just take my normal color when I'm my base color. Like when I'm the palest I can get, and this is about the palest I can get. I don't really get any paler, I guess. So this Classic Ivory, this is my base color. I will mix a warmer color in with it. This is in the shade Warm Sun. So I will take like a few pumps this, a couple pumps this, I don't know, whatever. Figure out the ratio and then test it on the side of my face. And see if it matches the color of my face or if it matches the color of my neck. My face doesn't really get that tan in the summer because I always wear sunblock. Always wear sunblock. So yeah, so I'll mix these two together. So that's for summer. So I will mix this on the back of my hand because I mix in something else. I always, not always, but I do like to put oil in my foundation. Personally, my favorite oil to put in foundation is the Tarte Maracuja oil. This is about maybe 15 to 20 bucks for this bigger size, and it lasts me a really long time. I mean, I barely made a dent in it, and I've been using this since November because I only put a couple drops in. But since this is such a matte foundation, I like to put the oil in it because I feel like it won't build up in places, and that's what like matte foundations can do. It can really like get built up in places and get like crinkly, and this just makes it more of an even application in my book. So yeah, so a few pumps of this, 1 or 2 pumps of the Tarte Maracuja oil, and I mix it on the back of my hand because that's how I am. I'll just take that on my finger and kind of dab it, couple dots on my face here or there, and I'll start slowly blending it in. This is my Morphe blender. You can buy these at Ulta now. I want to say they're maybe $10. I don't remember the price off the top of my head, but I always personally use a damp sponge. I want to say beauty blender, but this is not a beauty blender, to blend in my foundation because I don't know, I feel like it gives it more dewy, more natural finish. and I just love it. Always don't forget to blend down your neck because that will help blend the color into your neck and make it match. I'm just gonna take this as just like a little paddle brush. I like to use that because it's nice and quick. And this foundation is so awesome, and I don't know, it just lasts for a really long time and it's super full coverage, so I just love it. I love, like when you're doing like full eye makeup, sorry I have little mini pimples or something. When you're doing a full eye look, I just like to do full coverage too, especially because it's gonna last a lot longer. So now for concealer, ride or die, this is my favorite concealer. The Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, only available at Ulta, so full coverage, so pretty. The finish is like amazing, it can literally cover anything. I'm obsessed with this. It's $32, but I'm obsessed. I put this all over my face. That's why even if I'm not wearing a full coverage foundation, this is basically full coverage as heck, and I put this everywhere. I always start off with the middle of my nose because this will dry quicker and make my nose look a little slimmer, hopefully. At least that's what I tell myself. Another good thing about this is that it sets really fast, which is a pro and a con, because you do have to work fast in order to blend it in, or else it will set and you'll be screwed. But at the same time, it does set really fast, so you don't need to go in immediately with any sort of powder in order to set it, so that's awesome. So then after I do all of my foundation and everything, I like to use a little bit of this. This is the Pixi by Petra Glow Mist with propolis and argan oil. I don't know, but this is like an oil spray. It's nourishing, hydrating, and protective. So I like to spritz this on my blender a little bit and press this into my skin. I know I use a lot of oil, but I just like, I'm not oily, too oily. I mean, I can be on my nose area, so I will try to avoid my nose, but everywhere else, like, do you see? It kind of just, I don't know if you can tell, but it just kind of gives you like a glow to your makeup, and to me it makes it like set in so much prettier. And the Tarte Shape Tape can be incredibly drying, and this kind of just eliminates that. So next, for translucent powder, in order to set my entire face, I use the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in Translucent, or even Translucent Light. I don't even know what this one, but I think it was Translucent. So I'll pick this up on a damp beauty blender and blend that into my skin with this. This again will add more hydration, especially since you sprayed the oil on here. It just like adds like a hydrated perfection look to your face, which everyone wants, especially me because I'm very dry. So when you're watching this, know that I have dry skin, but I'm oily in my nose area. So yeah. But see, it looks like it's been like airbrushed. All because of this powder. Like, look at this side compared to this side. It's like an airbrushing effect that this gives to your skin. So now that we've used translucent powder, I go to my next step, which is applying highlighter all over my face. But not like a highlighter. I use this. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This is really cheap. It's about $2–3. This is how it looks like, kind of swatched, if you can see. It's not a blinding highlight. It can be if you apply it directly to your like cheekbones or chin or nose, whatever. It can be not blinding, but it is a highlight. But when you apply it on your face, it's almost like a diffused glow, almost like an hourglass glow. Like, it just kind of adds a glowing from within look to your face. So I use this. This is an Eco Tools full powder brush, and I pick it up and I just kind of blend it all into my skin. And it does look really glowy right now, but I will be applying a powder over the top of it because I'm just so extra sometimes. But this will just make you get that glowing from within look if you want that. If not, you can skip this step. I don't know, I like the glowing from within look personally, so I like that. So then next for face powder, I use the MAC Mineralized Skinfinish in medium, and this is my favorite powder. I'm blending it in with an e.l.f. powder brush. This is my favorite powder ever. Like, the Wet n Wild ones are kind of similar to this, like a cheaper version, but it's just not the same to me. I will use the Wet n Wild ones, but I always find myself grabbing this one more. And I love it. It's such a natural look to the skin. And it's so pretty, and yeah. So you know, it doesn't look so glowy. You're just kind of glowing from within. You're like veiling the highlighter. Next up, it's my bronzer slash contour thing, whatever. My favorite bronzer currently is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. As you can tell, I'm obsessed. Pit Pan. I really should go to Ulta because I think it's like half off this week or whatever. So I'm gonna put this on, and I say contouring because I contour with this because it's a cool toned, it's pretty, and I just contour with bronzer. That's just what I do. So I'm gonna be taking this brush. This is a Lisa Frank brush by Glamour Dolls. Got this in an Ipsy bag, and I love it. It's fluffy enough to diffuse the bronzer, but it's also tapered enough to create a nice contour and put the bronzer where you would like. So I start from the top of my ear, like you go for like this, and I like to kind of curve it around from the top of my ear to make it look like I have cheekbones. Like, look, if you can see in the camera right now, here I have kind of a cheekbone, here I do not. So it's all about illusions. To add more glow, and because I'm so extra, I use two bronzers. I use the Milani Baked Bronzer in Soleil. This has little flecks of like glitter, but it doesn't look glittery. It just looks more like glowy, and especially when you're tan, this just adds like the prettiest glow to your skin. So I love it. So I will just go over that. My dog is barking now. Love it. Just go over everything with this. So right now I'm going to take a little minute, and I'm going to put some brows on, and I will be right back. Alright, so brows are on. So usually after I put my brows on, I did my bottom lash line shadow. But usually after I put my brows on, I spray my face with my first setting spray because I'm extra. As we know, I need 2 setting sprays. This is the first one I use. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray for 16-hour wear. It says prime, correct, and set. I spritz my face with this after my brows because it does make everything look perfect, everything blend in. But I like my last one I use makes my makeup last longer. So I'm gonna kind of pull my hair back and spritz my face really quick. Just like a quick spray. And then I'm just gonna use this to kind of dry it. It's all set. I am going to use highlight. So this is pretty simple. I use my Colourpop Wisp highlight like usual. I'm gonna apply it with a sponge. This to me gives it more power when I apply with a sponge than when I apply with my finger. For highlight, I'm going to use my absolute favorite highlighter. This is the Ofra Cosmetics Rodeo Hot Drive Highlighter, and this is the Morphe M501. And I'm just going to go over that, my cupid's bow, chin, this side of my face, I go up here a tiny bit. Here a tiny bit. Glowing. I'm going to use blush. I'm going to be using a little bit of the e.l.f. Cosmetics blush palette in light. But then a little bit back here. Ooh, I kind of like this like monogram look. Monogram. What is wrong with me? Monochrome look that's coming out of this. My Milani Luminoso blush here. I'm going to pick some of that up on this. This is the M310 brush, fan brush, and I'm going to put that into my apples of my cheeks and lightly dust it. And this is like a shimmery and glowy, so that's what we look for. Shimmery and glowy. And for my last setting spray, now this is the time before I've done my mascara and after I've done my blush and everything like that to use my last setting spray, which is this. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. My ultimate holy grail setting spray, absolute favorite. It literally makes your makeup last through anything. Example, last year my boyfriend was so nice and got me tickets, or got us tickets to go see the Detroit Tigers play, and he got these tickets that were like right up close to the field, or I think it's called the field. Is that embarrassing? But whatever. It's right up close. But it was so hot that day. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was probably like 85. That's how it felt. It felt like it was like 145. I was in an oven, 350 degrees, whatever, because it was so hot. Like, I literally, we had to like watch the game in shifts. Like, we had to like go up. It was just in the direct beating sunlight. It was so bad. Love him. I'm so happy he got me those tickets. It was so nice. But it was so hot. It was ridiculous. I got home after dripping sweat, after having to like literally, like, it was so gross. I was like having to like wipe sweat off my chin, wipe sweat off of everything, dripping. Got home, my makeup still looked perfect. Like, I hadn't moved it, I hadn't done anything, and I'm telling you, it is because of this and my trick that I do with it. So I will spray the crap out of my face. I take this and I'm like drenched in this stuff. Like, my face takes a bath. If I could put this in a bowl of water and then dip my face into this, I would. So I drench it and then I take my blow dryer and I blow dry my face and dry it. And it literally almost like creates like a glue. Like, it glues your makeup in and sticks your makeup into your face, and then you don't have any like rivulets of it dripping or any like dots in your face or anything, and your makeup looks perfect and it stays on forever. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so I did my little setting spray trick. I put on some lipstick, some mascara and eyeliner, and that is it. This is my full face intensive foundation routine. This is not my go-to everyday foundation routine. I might film that, but really my go-to everyday foundation routine is not anything crazy. It's literally just foundation, concealer, like I blend it in with a brush. I'm like haphazard. This is when I'm like going out, or I actually put on fake eyelashes and I'm trying to look good, or I'm trying to make my makeup last all day and look dewy and glowy and pretty and glowing from within, lit from within, whatever descriptive words I can use. This is that. So everything will be listed down below, all the products I used, and yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you liked this video, and I'll see you next time.